next exercise is a very simple one. I want you to think about an A4 paper. The first part is the following. I want you to think of as many uses as possible for an A4 paper. How many uses can you think? In your notebook, please come up with a list. What can you do with an A4 paper? Your goal is to find at least 20 different uses. You can transform this A4 paper, okay? Imagine that you have an A4 paper, okay? Let's say 20 of them, 20 A4 papers. I didn't bring in papers because I want to save the environment, okay? But in your imagination, use those papers, okay? Use those papers. Imagine that you have 20 different A4 papers with you, okay? 20 different A4 papers. How would you transform them? How would you create value? So think of at least 20 different uses. For example, you can just fold it, turn it into an envelope, right? This is one use. What else? Find 20 different uses, okay? You can write poems on it. That will be poetry, yeah? That will be just poetry, another A4. You can turn it into an artwork, doing some drawing, sketching, pictures, right? What else? Origami, of course. You can fold it, create origami. Play with it, definitely. Maybe you can create some paper sculptures, right? Paper is very flexible. You can mold it, shape it, transform it. You can cut it, right? For example, let me tell you a story. When I was about 4 years old, it is one of my earliest child memories, actually. I was a very little kid, and my grandfather took a set of scissors and folded the paper like this, okay? And then cut these random shapes. And then opened it, and I was like really young. I was just 4 years old. And then opened it for me. And then he made, ta-da! It is like magic, right? Oh my God, I was like, this was something that nourished my creativity. Like, it has been 40 years, right? Almost 40 years, but I still cannot forget that surprise, that sense of surprise. Oh my God, he created something unique. Just folding the paper, cutting it is so simple, yet you're so profound. It taught me about the significance of creativity, surprise, you know. It's all about creating surprises, something unexpected to your brain. So how can you create surprises from your A4 paper? Think about that. Create ideas, write them down in your notebook. Your goal is to find as many ideas as you can. How can you create surprises, experiences? Find out different functionalities. For example, you can make it like a cone, right? It is like a cone, and you can put your nuts in it. It is your nut cone, yeah? So what else? Like, think about like different functions. Like this. You can turn it into notebook, right? A small notebook, very small notebook. You can cut the pages and then bind them together. It'll be your small pocket notebook, yeah? You can create a pocket notebook out of it. What else? Please create ideas. Spoon, yeah, just folding it and exactly, and you can turn it into a necklace, definitely. Very nice. You can cut it, shape it, transform it, turn it into something else, yeah? Color it, yeah? You can use different colors. You can turn it into maybe some toolkits to help individuals shape their thinking, mental models. What? Of course, basketball, football, you can even invent games, right? A lot of games. You can invent so many games. You know, when we were kids, we were playing lots of paper-based games, SOS, others. Yeah. You can invent games with it. When we were kids, we invented so many of these advances, remember? Like when you were a kid, you were always inventing new stuff without even thinking. Yet we lost that. So you need to reconnect with your childhood. I want you to reconnect and create new inventions. Think of new inventions. So let's combine it with the next one. I want you to think of as many inventions, products as you can, using A4 paper. So your goal is to create value, create some fun. Can you make money? Another question. If you are interested in money, from an A4 paper, how can you make the most money? Think about that. Can you make money? Sorry? Oh, yeah. Hats. Yeah. Of course. Definitely. What else? Like, how can you create outstanding value? Something that people will need. You can create like a book summary, one-page book summary of the whole book. You can summarize it in just one page, very intense. And that can be a business, right? It can be just, you summarize all the book in just one page. Maybe turn it 2 pages. And that's an enormous innovation because instead of reading the whole book, they can just read your A4 page. And that's the business model. Many businesses make thousands of dollars from these book summaries. Book summaries is a big business, right? So what else? What kind of businesses can you establish based on A4 paper? Please think of some businesses. I want you to come together for this. Maybe think as a group. So come together with your friends. Try to brainstorm together if you can. Can you create some value? Okay. So to help you in your thinking, I brought a lot of chocolates today. So today is our celebration, our last day, yeah, for the semester. So please have some chocolates. This will help you think better, hopefully come up with better ideas. I couldn't open it. Could you help me? So please, yeah, help me share these, okay? And let me give this, and you can share, help share, yeah? And help me open it, will you? Open it, share it with one another. Let's create some fun, joyful moments. Sorry, I couldn't open it, but you can pull that off, hopefully. So you can also look at this article. I have written an article here. You can also check out that article, okay? This is the article. So this is the article. This is the article, A4. You can read this article as well. So you'll try to create as many ideas as you can. Okay, what else? What else can you create? Can you create some business ideas, again, from A4? Can you come up with some business ideas? For example, you can create a cartoon business. Just draw cartoons on A4. It can be a cartoon business. Or you can create a comics business. You can create A4-based comics. Or you can create a story business. You can write stories. But these stories should fit on just A4. Yeah. Or you can create a creative writing experience, a workshop, where everybody will come with an A4 paper, and their goal is to create a story on that paper. Or maybe you can turn this into a creativity workshop. You can give participants A4 papers, and they will come up with all these crazy ideas, inventions, innovations. Yeah. What else? Cool. Excellent. What else? Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Great ideas. You can do a lot of decorative craft work, right? Craft kind of work, products. Capturing meaningful experiences, for example. Let's say, how can you capture your day visually onto one A4 page? You can create a training out of this. Let's say, I'm teaching you how to capture your day visually through cartoons or comics or concept maps, so that when you go back to that day, you will remember it as a picture. Think about the power of that. If you can pull that off, that's an amazing power. I would love to take, a training program like this one. What else? Think about other options. You can invent a board game that is based on A4, board game, yeah? You can turn it into card business, a card business, birthday cards, celebration cards, all these card business. What else? Can you solve some problems using A4? Can you solve some problems? You can create puzzles, right? For example, let me tell you a puzzle, okay? What if I tell you a question? Can I pass through an A4 paper, my body? Can I pass my body through an A4 paper? Can you think the answer? Yes or no? How? Do you think it's possible? Think about that. Let's think of this as a puzzle. Using an A4 paper, you will create a frame, okay? You'll create a frame using an A4 paper. How do you do that? And you will pass through that. Can you do that? I tried this actually. Okay, so this is, what I did was, oops, I don't know if I can pull this up. I'm dyspraxic, I'm terrible in these things. But here's the idea, okay? So what you do is, let me put this on a surface that is like this. Sorry, it's very tricky, of course. But what I do is, I fold the paper, yeah, A4 paper, and I cut it just like this, okay? I mean, I didn't do a good job of this, obviously, but think about this like a frame. I didn't do this correctly, but something like this, yeah? So I turn this into a frame, yeah? And I pass my body through it. And I create a magic experience, yeah? You can entertain your niece, nephew, small kid with this, yeah? So, like, turn it into an experience. Yeah, it's all about the experience. What else? Think about experiences. Can you do other magic tricks with A4? Think about other magic tricks. Can you turn it into a tool of learning, creativity for kids? How can you teach kids to learn better, open up their minds? You know, there are all these advanced toys. You buy kids all these advanced toys, high-tech tools, etc. And then small kids, they stop playing with the advanced toy. They stop playing with that advanced toy. They just start playing with the box. Have you realized that? They love playing with the empty box. Why? Because the empty box holds more promise for imagination. That empty box can be a house, it can be a journey, it can be anything that the child likes. The child can create whatever he or she wants from that box. And that's much more valuable than that advanced toy, you know, high-tech toy. High-tech toys are very structured. The kid engages it for 1 minute and then easily bored because it's the same thing over and over. Whereas the box, every time the child plays with the box, he or she can invent new things with that box. It's all about the story, isn't it? You can create a new story with that box each time. Yeah? So think about other experiences that transform, you know, an A4 paper into something different. So here are some, examples we talked about. Origami, reconnect them, do-it-yourself project, craft projects, write on it, stories, poems, products, templates, checklists, artwork, sketches, postcards, CV. You can turn it into a CV, right? Imitations. You can combine paper with other things to invent new products. Can you combine it with other things? You can color it, use multiple colors, create a flag, let's say, or a painting. You can create sculptures. You can create value, meaning. For example, celebrity signs it. Or you can turn it into non-fungible token. Right? So it's all about the meaning, symbol of it. It's all about the story. Or you can turn it into money. You can turn it into money. Money is also paper. And there are more exercises, examples here in the, but like come up with more goals. How can you increase the value of the paper? Can you come up with breakthrough value? I mean, this looks like a very simple exercise, but it's not. Believe me, this is an entrepreneurial exercise. This is an exercise in adventure, innovation, and creativity. Don't say just, oh, it's A4 paper. No, it is life. Life is all about what you make of it. Yeah. Some people create an experience like this one out of one paper. Yeah, it's all about imagination, what you do with it.